Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, peep game, man. All right, man. Let me talk about Errol Spence, man. You know, Errol Spence kind of reminds me of Candy, man. It's damn near like if you say his name like 3 times, some of these boxers act like he just gonna appear and just start beating the shit out of you. I'm really starting to think Errol Spence is the most feared man in boxing, pound for pound, which probably I'm gonna do a top 5 pound for pound most feared man in boxing, you know, just for fun, because I know the subs like having those type of discussions. So we probably gonna do that later on, man, later on tonight. Look like I'll be finished with work by, you know, by 1:30 or something. But anyway, let me get to Errol Spence, man. I really think it's a shame how a lot of these boxers are hesitant to get in the ring with him, and that includes you know, Floyd to a certain degree. I got to keep it 100. At the end of the day, I still think it would be a tough fight for Floyd, but I think Floyd would prevail. But, you know, Floyd don't want to have them kind of fights no more. Errol Spence is the epitome of tough Texan. He tough as nails. He comes to fight. He loves to fight. He wants to hurt you. He wants to punish you. He wants to destroy you. And that's what he does. He seeks and destroys. You know, Errol Spence, if he can go to a decision, then he'll try. But most of the time, Errol Spence want to get you up out of there. And it's funny how he strikes fear in motherfuckers when you say his name. If y'all didn't see that interview with Barbershop Conversation, you know, K. Diddy being K. Diddy as usual, you know, talking a good talk, but not really wanting to walk the walk. You know, he talk a good game, man, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you can checkmate him on his game of chess, because he was talking all that shit about fighters need to do this and fighters need to do that. But as soon as you brought up Errol Spence, which was me, that's why I asked Fred to ask that question. Then all of a sudden he flip-flopped. Oh, well, you know, I don't want to deal with the IBF, you know, right now. They had, you know, he just straight flip-flopped. But he was the same dude in that same conversation interview was talking about all these fighters need to fight each other. So let me get this straight. Everybody is good enough for Errol Spence except Sean. And you have to call bullshit. You know, I think it's very unfair that these fighters have this mentality, unfortunately. Well, ain't nobody making their name through me. And it's a shame that fighting is a little bit different, you know, this day and age versus 20 years ago, where these dudes in most cases were about fighting the best guys out there to build their legacy up, win or lose. Now all of a sudden you got a lot of these undefeated fighters and they scared to put their O at risk because they think losing now is the end of the world. And everybody want to pattern themselves after Floyd Mayweather. People got to understand there'll never be another Floyd Mayweather, like him or not, approve of him, disapprove. And these fighters need to stop thinking they Floyd Mayweather. And I'm tired of hearing this shit about I'll fight anybody, I'm not ducking nobody, and I'm not afraid to let my O go. But then when somebody asks you to put your O at risk, then all of a sudden here comes the hesitation. You know, the reason why I know Errol Spence is the truth, I'll give you an example. Go back to an interview I did with Aaron Martinez, probably about late November after the Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev first fight. And it was funny, I had got through interviewing Aaron Martinez, and we was just talking off camera. And he asked me, what did I think of Errol Spence Jr.? I said, oh man, he the real deal from what I see. I say he get motherfuckers up out of there. I say the dude is tougher than a motherfucker. So then I asked, this is the telltale sign that Errol Spence strikes fear in opponents, that people don't want to get in the ring with him. I asked Aaron Martinez, I said, hey, Aaron, would you ever consider fighting Errol Spence? He looked me right in the eye and said, no. He said it just like that. He told me it would take like $2 to $3 million to get him in the ring with Errol Spence, because motherfuckers don't want to go through that. You know, as I said before, man, like I said, Kenny Porter, he talk a good game, but at the end of the day, he full of shit. And I mean, he did a 360-degree turnaround as soon as you brought up Errol Spence. So it is, you know, something to Errol Spence. This dude, pound for pound, might be the most feared boxer that I've seen since Mike Tyson before Buster Douglas got a hold of him. Because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of motherfuckers was scared to fight Mike Tyson. And this motherfucker was only 5 feet 10, 5 feet 11. And Mike Tyson struck fear in people. I know people say, well, he went on to lose to Lennox Lewis and all. But Mike Tyson in his heyday, man, motherfuckers was scared of that motherfucker. And that's just fact. And I'm just keeping it 100 and shit. But this shit that I'm seeing, this pattern with Errol Spence, it seemed like none of the top 147 pounders want to get in the ring with him. And it was funny, man. You even got the special fighters in Crawford when they said, well, they asked him about fighting Errol Spence, and even Crawford sort of like paused. So, I'm just, I mean, the fear is there. And I'm just seeing what's going on with this dude. And I think it's a shame that hopefully boxing doesn't come to this where we got all these undefeated fighters, you know, that want to protect their record, their undefeated record at all costs, to where they going to try to circumvent the system. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to make another separate video about calling some of these boxers out on the hypocrisy and calling some of the fans out on some of the hypocrisy that I see in boxing when it comes to Floyd Mayweather. So, yeah, I'll get to that in a second. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, man. Is Errol Spence the candy man of boxing? Where you say his name and people are scared he go up here and shit and start wailing on you. Real talk. I'm out.